Oh yes, I'm here to continue off part 3, brothers. At this time, brother and sister, this gonna be the final one. I hope, if my phone don't shut off again on me. Um, we talking about the death of Yaaqob and Yahseph and Mizraim. And I was going into this part right here at the conclusion of the video in Exodus chapter 1, talking about the 400 years, our brother and sister. And I already showed. Go back and rehearse part 1 and 2. You'll see I show how Yahseph, when he was alive, had a banquet with his brothers, and he was telling them how Mizraim, they call Egypt, don't even sit at the table with them, with Hebrews. They don't even eat with Hebrews, Abaru people. They don't like them. They hate them. Bro, so you can imagine when Yahseph died, what took place. So I'm here to point out this right here to you, so you can see the 400 years in this, brother. So, y'all don't lie. When he told them he told Abraham that his offspring was gonna go into captivity for 400 years, and then during the time period of the Amorites ready to judge them, to punish them in the land for all their evil deeds, idolatry. That's what it was, brothers and sisters. We're gonna bring it back home. Then y'all use them. You can see that in the book called Yahshua. They say Joshua, that Yah used his own people to punish them, brothers and sisters. And so keep that in mind as well. And then y'all made one day into 2 days. Last for just as long one day, he made it last for 2 days, one day. Just to root out the Amorites. That's how serious y'all was, brothers and sisters. But nevertheless, I'm gonna point this out to you. A lot of people overlook this. And so our people could stop the lies. This one like our people started. So let me get right here. Say so right here. It says so the Egyptians made slaves right here. I'm gonna go right into the portion right here. So it says so Egyptians made slaves of them and put brutal taskmasters over them to weigh them down under heavy burdens while building store cities at Pithom and Ramesses. But the more the Egyptians mistreated and oppressed them, the more Joshua seemed to multiply. So multiply over a period of time. So let me go back up to show you this here. See right here in verse 5. It says, so the total number who went with him was 70. For Yahseph was already dead with Yaaqob. So only 70 people started off in the land of Mizraim. And then it grew to be the time of the exodus over a million, probably a couple of million, 2 or 3 million or more. Our brothers, that take a time period, brothers and sisters. I have, or would have had about 13 or 14 children in a span of 29 years. That's 29 years. Just that small amount of children. So now, if you could imagine how long it's going to take to grow over millions of children. It didn't occur in 60 or 70 or 80 years, brothers and sisters. See, they just give you a small summary here. They just touch bits and pieces what took place. But then they start talking more about the lifetime of Moshe. Moshe lifetime. 40 years when he was born into slavery. Yeah, yes, he was. You're going to see that. You just see it. He was born 40 years into slavery. And then under Pharaoh rule, his nation was. That's why the mother shipped them off, because they put out a warrant out to kill the Hebrew babies. Yes, the boys. Save the girls, kill the boys. So the mother looked at them and shipped them off. And so and went into the hands of Pharaoh. Then they went eventually came got the mother to see the work of Yah to take care of her own child. But nevertheless, brother and sister, then after that, he killed Mizraim, and then Pharaoh found out about it, said, bring him, arrest him, and execute him. So he fled in Saudi Arabia, in the territory called Midian, where he met Yah 40 years. Then Yah sent him back in there, brothers and sisters. And so that's the only thing a lot of our people know. See, they only been persecuted for 80 years, no longer than Moshe time. That's a lot. So let's get into it right here. You're gonna see that. Before Moshe was born, this took place. See right here, it said, for it was 70, for Yahseph was already dead. In due season, Yahseph and each of his brothers died, ending that generation. Meanwhile, their descendants were very fertile, increased rapidly in numbers. There was a verbal population explosion, see that? So that they soon became a large nation. They filled the land of Goshen, see? Then eventually a new king came to the throne of Mizraim, who felt no obligation to the descendants of Yahseph. You see that? And he told the people, they got Israelis, but Yahudims or Abarus or Hebrews are becoming dangerous to us because there are so many of them. Let's figure out a way to put an end to this. If we don't, and war break out, they will join our enemies and fight against us and escape out of the country. That sounds like having people in bondage to me there, but nevertheless, let's get into it. So the Egyptians made slaves out of them. See, just ever before Moshe ever put up on the scene, brothers and sisters. See right here? So they made slaves out of him at this time period. So look what took place at. They made slaves. So they slaves and put brutal taskmasters over them to wear them down under heavy burdens while building the store cities of Pithom and Ramesses. See, so who knows how long this took place? This took place 320 years. I trust y'all account. See right here? So they build these things, what they call pyramids and all, brothers and sisters, during that time period. Look at them pyramids. They didn't build these things overnight in 1 year. They was enslaved for over a period of time. This way before Moshe. Time period. See right here? It said, look, the heavy burden. See, no, you watch a movie, then they show Moshe and they showed the city, the pyramids. That stuff was built before Moshe was even born, thought of. Then he came and seen all that, and then the movie put all that together. See, that's the images in a lot of people's mind. Our people started this fall 400, Jamestown, Virginia, 1619 to 2019. So lot. See right here, it say you got to take your time to read this. See right here, it say Pithom and Ramesses. But the more the Egyptians mistreated and oppressed them, see that? The more they got Israelis, again, that's how they got a word in the translation. Yahudims or Hebrews seem to multiply. See that? They kept increasing. It said the Egyptians became alarmed and made the Hebrew slavery more bitter, and still you see that over time. See how they made it more bitter, and they made it worse and worse and worse. Think about in America. We've been here now for over 500 years. See, it started in South America. Now we're in Central America. Some people call it North America, but if they call Canada America, that's North America. We in the Central and the Southern America. See, we've been here for over 500 years now. And it get worse, worse, and worse. Because now they got guns and machine guns. They got 9mm. They blowing our people off. They dropping bombs. They drop bombs on our people. In Philadelphia and in Oklahoma. I forgot the name of the territory, Oklahoma. It's not coming to my mind. So keep that in mind. I said, and I heard churches too. In Birmingham, somewhere like that. And so the Egyptians became alarmed and made Hebrew slavery more bitter still, forcing them to toil, long, hard in the fields, and carry heavy loads of mortar and brick. You see that, family? Right here. It said, then Pharaoh, the king of Mizraim, instructed the Hebrews midwives and then they go in and tell you